Alright guys, so we're gonna be driving. We're gonna have a little bit of a long drive today. So good morning, welcome back to the channel. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to the channel, Auto Map. We're trying to build our community here, so welcome back. So we're gonna have like a car drive chat, so we can talk about some of the stuff with Tesla, and but today kind of like two let me turn off the emergency hazardous lights here. I was parked, so I had to set up my cameras for a minute. But so guys, good morning, good evening. This is Auto Map. Today we're gonna drive for maybe about an hour from Tacoma area all the way to Bethel. So it's gonna be a little bit over an hour. So we're gonna have a car ride chat. Just we can talk about Tesla and stuff like that, as I grow this community. But two of the topics that I really want to focus on today, is gonna be like more like subscription and how do you grow your subscription, and then also to monetize, because those are the main important things. Because at the end of the day, YouTube is a business, right? So I'm starting to see it like that. I'm starting to actually treat it like a business, right? And in doing that, there are some basic things that you have to put in place. I didn't know that. I didn't have any mentor, or I didn't have one of those YouTube guys who just go viral. I didn't have that. I'm a guy, 45 years old, just trying to start this. One of those things that you have to do before you hit the bucket, so you don't live a life of regret. And I always like journalism and blogging and stuff like that, but also helping people out. Imagine going and buying cars and reviewing cars and talking about them, so people can make great decisions when they're buying a car, but then also imagine growing your channel too, to the point you are able to actually make money out of it. Some money, it doesn't have to be like crazy amount of money, but enough to be able to compensate you for your time, from setting up equipments, looking for the cars to actually review on, and then hopefully you can use that money to buy new equipments, new cameras, better cameras, at the same time have a little bit of fun doing that. That's what this thing is all about. So, but like I was telling you guys, two things that kind of interest me the most is today, about our topic today, is about how do you grow your subscription. I'm a father, of 4 kids, so my life is busy. I work full time, and then at home too I have my obligation, with my spouse and also my kids and stuff like that. So it's not like I'm one of those kids who have time where you can go out there and shoot videos every single day. That is realistically, that is almost impossible when you have that kind of responsibility like I do. But your hobby, and things that you want to do also, you don't forget that, because you want to have a little bit of fun and doing stuff that actually you enjoy doing it. And reviewing cars is one of those that I actually enjoy doing, So, when it comes to subscription, let's start with that. Let's start with subscription before we even move into, how to monetize this and make some money out of it. Subscription, with YouTube, they have their own criteria. Which I don't blame them. Every company have to have policies and criteria to see, to separate basically meat from the bone. From the people that are actually serious, who want to be bloggers, from the people who just want to just throw, anything on the wall, hoping that it will stick, to the people who just want to just, create a small amount of video for somebody else to see. So YouTube, basically, that's what they're trying to do, because they know for a fact, if you get to the point where you have about 1,000 subscribers, you're somewhat serious, so that's how YouTube came up with, the 1,000 subscribers. It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, 1,000 subscribers. Not everybody, walks around every day. Let me move out of this way for this gentleman or woman to pass through. But to try to get to like 1,000 subscribers, we did it, and I'm so thankful for you guys, all of the you super guys, super women out there. Thank you so much. Without you, we wouldn't have done this. But I'm so grateful that we get to the point where at least we have 1,000 now. We are over 1,000, 1,200 and I think 60, or we're about to be 70. I'm so grateful for that, for you guys to actually even give me your time, and I'm not gonna waste that. Getting to 1,000 subscribers, it is not an easy thing. You'll be surprised some of the people that you actually know. You send them your link, so hopefully they can subscribe, and it doesn't turn out like that. So most people, they would think like, oh, I'm just gonna create a YouTube video and go viral and everybody subscribe to my channel. That is not what is gonna happen. You're gonna start with yourself, and maybe your best friend or your spouse, your wife, your husband, they're gonna be the first people to actually subscribe to your channel. And then from there, I usually, how I built mine was I literally talk to my neighbors, co-workers, people that I know. Right off the bat, at least you will know at least 200 people, and out of that 200 people to 300 people, maybe you might be lucky if about 100 of those people subscribe, sometimes even 50. Don't put all your horses on that, right? So once you get that, you start to build some little bit of confidence and momentum. You'll be like, oh, okay, at least I got 50 people that can actually watch my video and stuff like that. But you have to remember, now we are about to go to 1,000, right? And it's a lot, so unless you're somebody who is already, into this, where people actually recognize you and they can subscribe to you without even you asking for them or asking them to subscribe. Like I kept telling people, advertise yourself until your face become your own passport, right? I'm a firm believer of that. You are your best agent. You are your best advertiser. Nobody can advertise you more than you can advertise yourself. Always remember that. So with that motto, when I see that, I'm like, okay, so what are the platforms that I can use for people to be aware that, hey, there is a channel here for car review, or just to review stuff. So a couple of the platforms that I was thinking about was Google AdSense, which you're gonna have to pay, YouTube, which AdSense they are all together, right? Or am I gonna go and use Facebook to advertise, or Instagram or TikTok, right? So, and I've tried all of them except TikTok, because I didn't have TikTok account at the time for the channel. But I've tried, especially Facebook, just for the money itself. I think Facebook is really great. You might not be able to convert so many people to actually come in, and subscribe to your channel. But what it does is like it exposes your channel for people to actually recognize your channel, right? And you want that traffic to go to your channel. So I was paying like maybe about $5, $6. It's not a lot, $5-6 per day. Sometimes $10 a day, 5 days, so $50. And I will get like about 4,000 views, 5,000 views. But now to convert those people to be people who can actually subscribe, so you need to make your intentions very clear. Like write it down there, we're trying to get subscribers, please subscribe to the channel. We will appreciate that. you know. So what that does is like when people see it, you know, automatically their brain would, okay, you know, I can subscribe to this person's channel, because otherwise they're just gonna view and they're gone, you know. So that's the hardest part. It's like, you know, how do you convince people to actually watch your video? And I tell you what, I mean, I'm not a shy person to maintain a conversation with anybody, you know. So if I go to a program, like today, I'm just coming from an event, I was able to talk to about 10-20 people, and I'm like, hey, I have a YouTube channel, you know, and I barely even know these people, but I maintain a small bit of conversation with them. And I'm a YouTuber, you know, and I would love for you guys to subscribe. I actually review cars, or if you know somebody who would like to watch cars, you know, they can subscribe to the channel, and they can actually help me grow too, because they can tell me what I need to improve on, the things that I don't need to improve on, you know. But also, you know, I also notice where I get subscribers. So what I tell people, you know, a simple formula, like go to Instagram. Excuse me guys, let me get some water. All right, beautiful weather today, man. My gosh, you know, it's not raining that much, you know, just little sprinkles, you know. It's not hot, so it's just beautiful, you know, for Washington, you know. But anyway, like I was saying, a couple of tricks that I actually found that was effective for me, and I want you guys to do this every single day, right? So, and also watch out for copyrights though. But if you're gonna do short videos, as long as it's less than 1 minute, it doesn't violate the copyright. But if you're gonna do video that is gonna be more than 1 minute, make sure that you actually get a permission to display those videos. And YouTube is very strict about that. They wouldn't show your video, they will strike it down, and if you become a repeated offender, they might even cancel your account. So you might want to watch that, especially if you want to try to monetize this, right? So, but what I usually do is the shorts, right? And that's how I was able to get 1,000 subs so fast, right? So I will go daily and I will look at trending, Google Trend. You have all these tools at your fingertip, right? I will do Google Trend, number one. So when I see Google Trend, and then I will customize that to viral videos, and then I will see what are the trends that people are actually doing for it to go viral. Then I will take that and I will go to Google, I will go to Instagram, IG, right? And I will type in that, and guess what happens? Short videos of those come out, right? If they are more than a minute, I will usually trim them down to less than a minute. Ideally, I like to do 55 seconds or below, right? So you will take that video, especially if it is a funny videos. I usually do a lot of funny videos, right? Viral funny videos, animal funny videos, people doing, you know, stuff that, you know, that's funny. Then I will take that and I will download it, right? I will download that into my phone, and then I will trim it. I will use either iMovie or CapCut, or sometimes I will just download it into YouTube. I will just take it and upload it into YouTube. So if you do YouTube also, you know, you have your video, you have your shorts, you have your live, and whatever stories, right? So I will do shorts, okay? So shorts, then I will trim it down if it is more than 1 minute. If it is less than 1 minute, then it doesn't even matter, right? Then I will take that, right, and I will put that into my shorts, Okay, if it has like music and you know that's gonna be copyright for the music, I would suggest that if you have Adobe, like I use Adobe sometimes, or Adobe, if you're gonna use your phone, that's the Rush, and if you're gonna use your cell phone or your computer, that's the Premium, PR. It's either RU or PR, right? But the easiest one that I found is like CapCut. If I'm on the go, I usually use CapCut, and you can go to audio and you can mute the audio. Once you mute the audio, I want you to download it back into your phone again. Now you have a video with no audio on it. I mean audio, when I say audio, like music and stuff like that, that is going to be copyright infringement. And YouTube, like I told you guys before, they are very strict on stuff like that. Then I will take that and I will load it back into YouTube Shorts. And I will set it up, and then if you put it in, there's a little check mark and you hit that, then the video comes in. And at that time, like I told you guys, if it is more than 30 minutes or if it is more than 1 minute, trim it down to less than 1 minute. If it is more than 1 minute, if it is less than 1 minute, good for you. Then I will go to next, and at that next, it will ask you for your caption, kind of like a description, like a minute description. And with that, right, I will take that and I will write like, hey, you know, funny video, you know, or I will write like something that I think it might go viral. But I also use another software called VIDIQ, right? And with VidQ, when I put the title in, it's able to generate titles that can match YouTube search engine. Then I will choose a topic that interests people. You cannot just go and say, oh, cat was playing. It's boring, right? So you want people to gravitate, you know, people to, you know, feel vibrant, you know? So don't just put boring stuff, but put something that, you know, somebody can be willing to even read that. You know, don't be lazy about it. You know, have the courage, have the energy. You either have the energy to do this, or don't do it at all, or wait till the day that you have energy, because some days are going to be there, it's going to be very difficult, you know. And if you have a passion for this, that's when those days get pushed you through, right? But you need to go to VidIQ, VIDIQ. I use that. So with VidIQ, then I will take that, and I will usually put it past what do you call it? My train of thought here has been gone for a minute. I just got a phone call. So then, what I will do, I would take that and I would put it in the VidIQ, and then I would here guys, give me a second. Let me see. Is the video even? All right. I think it's going. So we good. You know. So I will take VidIQ and I will put the title there, and then the title will give me a bunch of generated titles that, like the one that matches with YouTube, right? And then based on that, I'm able to select the one that is most appropriate, and I will put that into my shorts. But then I will put a bunch of hashtags. Hashtag funny video, hashtag video, hashtag funny. You know, if it is a dog, hashtag animal. And you post that. Because people don't have time to watch sometimes these long videos. Sometimes it's just a short video, they just want to watch that and then they move on. And I want you to continue doing that every day. At least post 2 to 3 of those every day. Every single day, post them. Sometimes when you post it, you'll go whole day, you'll have maybe 1 view, 2 view, which is okay. But you have ones that will go like 800, 900 views, 1,000 views, 1.4K, 1.5K, case. So the ones that have less than even 10 to 20 views, what you're gonna do is like 90% of the time is your title. So I want you to go back to those videos, rearrange your titles again, and repost it again. Half of the time you will see it start to build traction. But also, I notice when I make videos and I go to some of the social media platforms like Facebook, and I posted that video there to advertise it and give it a boost, YouTube doesn't like that. Give it about a couple of days. Ideally, if you post a video, wait about 5 days to about a week for the search engine to take time to catalog that video. They need to be cataloged. So next time when somebody search for a video like that, it can pull it from the catalog. But if you advertise, what happens is like so many people searching for that, but the channel, it doesn't match with the video and people are watching that. YouTube cannot put a catalog, specific category for that video. And it punishes you sometimes for that, because it doesn't know what to do with your video. So what I tell people, make sure, number one, you actually go and wait for about a couple of days, right? Then you can take that video and you can advertise it on your social media pointing to your YouTube channel. While at the same time, you are making YouTube search. And YouTube search, those ones you can get them from Instagram. But also you still have to maintain your videos formats. You can do 10 minutes video formats, 8 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, or sometimes even 40, 45 minutes, and then you have your 1 hour videos, right? But consistently you need to be doing that. At least once a week, you need to be posting a little bit of longer video, anything more than 10 minutes, right? Ideally you want to have something 30 minutes or so. YouTube like that, if it is like 30 minutes or so. But if you cannot do that, but at least have a video that you post that you make yourself. And when it comes to, you know, like your titles and stuff like that, do not forget and underestimate that. A lot of people, what they do, they forget two things: the titles and your thumbnails. Thumbnails are very important, but titles are even more important. And I will get to you first. I will get to that for a second. Your thumbnails, you can easily create. You can go to Canvas, C-A-N-V-A-S, Canvas, right? Canvas, C-A-N-V-A, that's the one, Canva. And you can go to Canva, and then you can click on YouTube thumbnail. You know, these things are so easy now. You don't need this fancy electronics, fancy this, fancy TV. You know, you don't need all of that. As long as you have your cell phone with you, like I tell people, you should be able to do a lot nowadays, right? So go to Canva and type in YouTube thumbnail, and then you can customize it however you wanted it, you know. And you can take basic, you can even go to YouTube itself and you search for how to use YouTube thumbnail. See that? And somebody already made a video on that. Amazing. I just love this whole thing. It's just amazing. People exchanging information. That's what this thing is all about, right? And then you can create yourself a nice thumbnail. Save the thumbnail to your videos or to your photos, right? We're gonna come back to that. So now it's your title. When you're making your title, you need to do a couple of things. Don't just be in a haste to write your title because that's what comes out of your mind, you know, and you are excited about that. I understand, but the universe doesn't work like that. Let me explain. So Google, they keep track of all the search that happen in their search engine. So you need to do what they call Google Keyword Planner. Keywords, if you type in the keyword that you're looking for, like Tesla, like I'm driving the Tesla now, and let's say I'm doing the Tesla FSD, right? fully self-driving, right? Let's say I'm searching for that. Well, I can go into a keyword planner and then I can put in there Tesla FSD. So what the search engine does is like it brings you the things people are actually searching about FSD. So if you put a title, you just say Google self-driving. But the FSD, maybe somebody is putting the F.S.D. So if you don't put that in there, your search engine might be ranked lower. So when everybody's searching for Google, Tesla F.S.D, it will be much easier for somebody who put that in their search, in their title. If somebody put that there, Tesla F.S.D, when people search for that, that's what is going to come first before yours. Because people are not just looking for Tesla self-drive, right? They're looking for that FSD because that is more specific. You see how it catalogs that? So that's why it's so important for you to go to Google search, keyword planner, and look at what is that people are searching for on the internet based on the card that you're reviewing or based on whatever subject that you're reviewing. Make sure you go first and you check that so you can actually come up with the appropriate title. Now, once you get the title, you can actually go to Vidic, and you do this within a few minutes. You go to Vidic, paste that title that you just read on Google Planner into your Vidic. What Vidic does is like it will bring you similar, but a little bit more engaging. It will still embed your search engine into the sentence that it's trying to create for you when it comes to your main description. So now, after you've done that, another thing that works that I like, you have your description, your body, your main description, and also your tag. What I want you to do is like go and copy the tag. Go to ChatGPT. If you don't have ChatGPT, I want you to download it. Okay, download ChatGPT, and there's paid version and there's a free version. Use the free version. It shouldn't cost you anything, right? And what you're gonna do is like, oh, that's a car accident here, guys. It's kind of serious, you know. So what I want you guys to do is that plug that into your ChatGPT. Whatever topic that you wanted to write about, you've already know this, and I know ChatGPT and Google search, but like they're going to be very similar. But what ChatGPT does is like it will write you the description now, and then the description you can just take it, copy it out, and you can customize it however you want it to meet you, right? But then this is the interesting thing. ChatGPT asks you, can I go further? Say yes, right? Now it's going deeper into what is it that the topic that you're talking about. Guys, this is some of the secrets. It's not like something you just wake up and do it overnight. It takes time. After that, just type in tag, T-A-G. You are tagging your meta tag for your description, for whatever that is you're trying to post on YouTube. Okay? So your tag, ask ChatGPT to suggest you your tags. And then guess what? It will suggest you almost a bunch of tags. Copy them and paste them into your tag. And of course you do your other stuff, is it for kids and whatever, and then you post. But then when I post, another great thing that I do, I normally go back and close out of my account, and I will use my other account. And then I'll go to my video, my own video, and I will like it. And I do this the first few seconds right away. I will do, I will put a like there. And get to the habit of doing this every day if you're posting. If you're posting your shorts, just go ahead and do your shorts. If you're gonna post a video, just go ahead and do this. And then also, other people's videos too, like them, but also comment. Because when people see you commenting too much on their videos all the time on this video, you know, not to be excessive, but comment on their videos if you see something that is nice that you like, you know, especially if it is in your same niche. Because what that does, it brings visibility. They're like, oh, wait a minute, oh, okay, this guy's always coming on my video, let me check what they're about. So what that does is like, now they are looking at your video, and then they also want to go and do what? They want to go and subscribe to your channel. These are some of the things that you do, you know, if you want to grow your channel. And I did that, and it works for me. My case might not be same as yours, but the principles might be almost the same. They might not be that far off from each other. Most of the YouTube channel guys that grow, and they do this every day. Some of them actually post twice a day. I've known people that post twice a day. This is their full-time job. And I cannot compete with those people, because they wake up every day and they do YouTube all day. Okay, for me, as a father, as a husband, as a full-time employee, there is just a few amount of time during the day that I can do this, and then on my day off I can maybe go shoot some videos, but then also your family obligation too, you have to consider that too, you know. So these are some of the things. I hope it works for you guys. I'm praying for you guys. I hope that your channel also grows to where you get your 1,000 subscribers. You know, if you like what I'm talking about, give me thumbs up, you know, subscribe to our channel, you know, hit the notification bell, so when I hit out more contents, you know, you'll be one of the first people to get notified. You know, we're trying to grow this community. But at the same token also, that is not the end. That is just one aspect of YouTube's requirement. Their biggest requirements to get monetized is you have to have 4,000 hours or 10 million views within 90 days. I would suggest, unless you're somebody who is very famous or you did something that went viral, the 10 million views, that's just out of it. So now let's focus on the 4,000 hours. Okay, the 4,000 hours, I'm still working on that. And if anybody knows any suggestion to see how can I grow the channel to more than about 4,000, let me know. You know, YouTube, and I understand why they did that, you know, to make it a little bit harder for not everybody just to come up with, you know, their channel and next minute, you know, they want to get monetized. You know, it doesn't work like that. YouTube actually put down their 4,000 hours, and you're gonna have to achieve those 4,000 hours. You know, cross your fingers. We have almost about 500 now. We are about little bit of 500. You know, so I'm hoping in the next 6 months, we're gonna hit the 4,000 hours of watch time. You know, watch hours. You know. But what works for me is like some of you guys have your spouses and whatever, you know, tell them to play their YouTube channel. You know, if because you cannot use your own channel to watch your own videos, you know, it wouldn't make any sense, right? YouTube will discover that, and they will probably, you're gonna play that all day, and they wouldn't even, you know, even add a second to your video, right? But your wife, your spouse, your husband, you know, they might have a YouTube, right? They might have a YouTube account. So now tell them to play a video, your video, if they are not doing anything with their phones, or even if they have an iPad at home. Why don't they play that? Play that, because that adds up. The hours adds up because it's a view time. It's a view hour, right? Let them play that. That's what I suggest to people, and I do the same, you know. So if I have a family member like my wife, you know, she's sitting down, she's sleeping, she goes to bed sometimes early. I'm like, hey, play that video. She plays it, you know. You know, and if the person have an iPad, tell them to play it on the iPad. You know, it helps you. You know, is it going to be a lot of hours? No, but it makes you come down there faster. You know, it's hard way, but also if you go to work, your co-workers, You know, when they're home, just tell them, especially the ones that you're close with, tell them, explain it to people, what is it your intentions are. Most of these people, what happens is like they want to open a YouTube channel, but you shy to talk to people. And then I can tell you that if you're a shy person who doesn't like to talk to people, you're gonna have a very hard time with your YouTube. You're gonna have to be a people person, unless you want to do one of those faceless, YouTubes. But even with that, you still have to talk to people, right? So you have to be an extrovert with YouTube. You cannot be an introvert and expect that people are gonna come to your channel. If you're camera shy, you're gonna struggle with your YouTube. But let me know what you guys, some of you guys, what method works for you guys when it comes to monetize your channel. What really worked for you? How were you guys able to grow your view hours? If you guys use a formula that you feel like it really worked for you, let me know. Because sometimes it can be a little bit difficult, especially the 4,000 hours, and you have to have that before 1 year. 1 year, 365 days. That's what YouTube gives you. Anything less than that, so if you pass your 365 days, what they do is like they start every day. From that 165 days, they start minusing every day out. So today, like let's say the 165 hours actually hit today, the 365 days hit today. So I started my YouTube channel since last year this time. Then today, if I do last year, today I had 9 hours, they're gonna take that 9 hours out, and they're gonna continue doing that every day, okay, until you get to the point where you have 4,000 hours. And you can tell your families, your friends to tell their friends. You talk to people, engage people, don't be shy. They can either tell you yes or no. Said, hey, I have a YouTube channel. I would love it if you can watch it with your friends. I would love it if you can watch it, with your spouse. And or if you want to, if you don't mind, I would love it if you can share it with your co-workers and your friends, so they can support my channel. Be intentional about it. Tell people what is it that you wanted, because what that does is like, and also make people as if they belong to your channel too. Give shout out to people. If somebody owns a YouTube channel and they actually repost your channel or they share your channel, give them a shout out. People like that. Don't be secretive about it. Tell them, unless the person wanted to keep their privacy. But other than that, give shout out to people. Let people know like, hey, you care, and that you recognize them, right? You recognize them. You recognize their effort that they've done to actually push your channel. And also when you get to the monetization, finally, when you finally get that letter from YouTube saying that you can get into YouTube partnership, that's not the end of it. What that YouTube does is like they will actually send you a letter, right? So you need to do some kind of verifications with YouTube until they verify that you are actually who you said you are. Once you've done that, then YouTube can start putting you in their partner program. So, and it's not even like, guys, I hope you're watching, you're drinking some water. I see a lot of people that are not drinking too much water. But it's not just like YouTube just wake up and they give you that partnership program. It doesn't work like that, right? And then also, sometimes you think you're gonna just go and open your YouTube and you're gonna be a wealthy person. No, it's not like YouTube pays that amount of money. So for 1,000 views, you're lucky to get even $6. Just think about that. So you need to have a lot of views. So you need to make contents that people actually enjoy watching, right? Because if you have 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 here, it's not real. It's not that much amount of money. And then you can see some people, they'll be making one video and then it goes viral. So you need to figure out what is it that they're doing and do something similar to that. You don't have to be the same title, but you can create something similar to that. You know, you just have to strategize this to see what works and what doesn't work. You know, that's what I keep telling people. You know, do stuff that you feel like, you know, I mean, people are going to enjoy watching. But when it comes to how to monetize your channel, you need to figure that out to get to that 4,000 watch hours. Because the lifespan of the average person on the social media platforms is less than a minute. You know, they scroll through. If they don't like something, they scroll through immediately, right? So you've been lucky to even have 30 views, 30 hours in a week. It's a real struggle out there, and me, you, everybody else is included. So don't think like as if you are one single person that YouTube didn't want you to either they don't want to show you your video. Don't get mad about it. Everybody is in that. Every YouTuber who ever have 1 million followers, believe me, started with one single step. You know, people don't just wake up and just build that, but it is actually sheer work. Take it as if you are an actual work, and then you got to work, and they give you this offer. They give you their policies and their requirements. Same thing with YouTube. They give you their policies and their requirements, and don't violate the company laws and stuff like that. Treat it like a business, right? But even at work, you don't expect those to go to work and then immediately you want them to promote you. No, you're gonna have to work your way, you know, until those promotions come, right? And then finally they can promote you to the place that you actually want to be. But that takes a while. Same thing too with YouTube. If you create a channel, it takes time for YouTube to promote you, right? They're not just gonna wake up and promote you just like that. First, they're also not sure about you. Whether are you somebody who is gonna spill, you know, bad influences and incite violence? They don't know you yet, you know, and they don't even know what kind of content are you pushing out. So give them the benefit of the doubt. Give them time to also figure out who are you. So this whole entire monetization, sometimes I feel like it overpowers so many people that it discourages them, because once you tell people, oh, you're going to make money on YouTube and stuff like that, then the passion is gone. So instead of them actually focusing on the passion to actually do the things that they love, now what happened is like most of them, because they didn't get that amount of view or the amount of followers, guess what happened? They stopped. They stopped. They don't want to keep pushing. So that's what I keep telling people. Make sure this is something that you know you like to do, because it's gonna get rough out there. You know, because every video that you make, I can guarantee you there's 100 other people that are doing the same video. You know, and these guys, they're posting every day. You know, and some of them even have a full team working for them, from the editors. In the meantime, it's only you. And these guys, they have like a whole department working for them. From the people that hold the camera, to the people that do the editing, to the people that actually post it into the social media, to the people who advertise it, they have a whole team. You don't have that. And yet you want it to be like, right away you want YouTube to monetize your channel. They're not gonna do that. These things takes time. It's gonna take a while before they can even think about even putting your video anywhere that somebody can be like, you know what, let's share this video. But I can tell you that if your video have quality and whatever you're doing, it makes sense and it have substance and the contents are good, YouTube will actually push out your video. It will reward you. It will suggest that video to people. That's where the niche comes from. Because that's why you remember at the beginning when I tell you guys, like, YouTube will catalog your video. Yes, because once they find somebody who like your niche, what you're talking about, they will suggest your video to those people. So it requires a lot of patience for YouTube to actually figure out. So when you're doing your YouTube, when I tell people, do not focus on you getting monetized. Yes, I know it's so important. At the end of the day, of course, you want to get some paid for some money. Most of us that do this, we're not even doing it for the money. We're just doing it because we're passionate about it. If you get paid, so great. It's even like the icing in the cake, right? But for most people, they want to get paid right away, and that can be very difficult. So if they don't accomplish that, then you see them, they start to have funny feelings, or they just give up altogether. Or if you feel like that too, take a break, and until you figure out what is it that you want to do with your YouTube channel. If this doesn't work, maybe something else might work. Look at the other people that go viral. Look at the people like Mr. Beastie, right? Mr. Beastie, yeah, Beast or something, right? Look at their channels, 200 million people. What are they doing, especially this young generation? Me, I'm old to be doing some of these things, but look at the younger generation. Look at the things, people who have much followers and they're in your age bracket. What are they doing? Follow the same path, or change some tweaks and bring your own flavor in there. That's what I keep telling people. It's hard, it's easy. It's hard because it takes time. It requires a lot of patience, and a patience that most people don't even have, to get to that 4,000 hours. It's easy because sometimes if you're patient enough, it will come your way. If you put in content channels, you don't need to be posting videos up and down, the left and right. Just post one quality video once or twice a week. That's it. Make sure your titles, your thumbnails, everything is right, and just watch. Give it a patience. Watch. YouTube also plays magic, right? And then eventually you're gonna get rewarded for all that hard work. Because you're gonna go where people are watching only like few videos to about 1,000 videos to now all of a sudden you having like 200K views, because YouTube start to expose your channel for people to see it. If you like this video, guys, subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate your effort to subscribe to our channel. And while you're at it too, you can hit the notification bell. So like it, subscribe to the channel. We like it because it helps with the machine, to see that people are engaging in our channel. I greatly appreciate all of you guys for all the effort that people put in to actually even subscribe to my channel. I'm so grateful about that. And also now, like, let's talk about Tesla. While we're at it, we've been talking about YouTube and stuff like that. So let's lighten up a little bit. So guys, I had this Tesla now Model Y performance for about 3 months. I have it at 3 months. And I gotta tell you, man, if you don't have a Tesla, man, I think you're missing out. Seriously, guys, you need to start thinking about that. And not even the economic part of it, the impact it does to humanity, the environment, and stuff like that. I would like people to search more about this. I was one of those skeptics, who are like, oh, this is just nothing but, battery. What about if the battery fail and stuff like that? But so far, I didn't have any issue. I drive the car daily to work. Sometimes if I feel like it, then I can take my other car. But most of the time, this is the car that I use even for long distance. And fully charged, it can drive from an hour or so and back without even getting charged again. And it doesn't cost me nothing compared to before, where my SUV, I will spend almost $100 and something just to fill the full tank. Just for 2-3 days later, it's finished again because of the distance that I normally drive sometimes. But with this, I can still say Tesla is still working on it to make it better, because sometimes once in a while, I notice like some glitches will happen here and there. It will tell me like camera issues, but it will automatically fix those on its own. It's as if Tesla actually knew about that and they will fix that. So I cannot imagine if I have issue with that, then maybe other Tesla also have the same issue too at the same time. So, but other than that, car drives smoothly. It's super fast. So if you're somebody who likes speed, be careful with this car, especially the Model Y performance. It's super fast, especially the first 0 to 60. That mark right there, yeah. If you are not in control of your wheel, you might commit an accident. So what I tell people, make sure that your hands are at the steering wheel, and then you stand in your environment to make sure that everybody is clear, like before they come into your lane and whatnot. You get a lot of compliments. People will always say, "Oh, that's your car? Yeah. Oh, I like this car." Especially now that what I did was like the white columns on top, I wrapped all of them black now, and then my side mirrors also, the caps also, I make all of those black with carbon fiber on it. So basically what I did was like the top part of the vehicle, I make them really dark with the tinted glasses, for privacy, and then everything at the bottom, I make those ones just leave it like the way it is white. And of course we have your black rims, your 21-inch turbine wheels, inter-turbine wheels, which gives it another push, like for the car. Other than that, I mean, I don't have any complaint. I love the key fob when you go out, the key card that they give you. So if you go somewhere like a valet parking, before you can just give people your car key, and sometimes you never know, people can actually go drive. I think there's movies on that. People drive to your house, they can steal, and then they bring back your car. But with this, it's just the key card. And the interesting thing is, with Tesla, if you start driving somebody's car, they can just, from their app, they can literally watch you drive the car. So I mean, it's really interesting, and security wise I think it's very secure, because now you can be able to see somebody who is standing next to your car, if they wanted to drive it and whatnot. So that's something just to keep an eye on. But also the software updates, usually like at night, that's when I usually do software updates, and with that, I mean, it's like you cannot drive the vehicle when it's under update, so you normally have to sit down. So make sure you plan that. Don't update while you are about to go to work or go out. You're gonna have to sit down and wait until it finishes updating. So that's why I prefer doing the update at night, especially like before I go to bed. I schedule it, and you can do all that from your phone. You can literally schedule for your car. All right, guys, I thank you so much. I mean, we've been on the phone for about an hour or so, and I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. You can subscribe to the channel, like our video, like and subscribe, like and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any suggestion also, just let me know. I mean, yeah, let me know. I mean, it doesn't hurt at all. If you feel like there is something that I can do to improve this channel, well, I mean, shoot me a text, or shoot me a what do you call it, a comment, in the video below. Because at the end of the day, with Tesla also, we're trying to build this channel, and now we have a lot of people who actually talk about Tesla, who talk about Tesla in the mobile apps and whatnot. So you can actually go and watch their videos and see whatever specific part that you're talking about Tesla. What is the FSD, which is the driving handle, the shaft, and whatever, the powertrain. People are talking about specific things. If you want to talk about the cameras and stuff like that, go and just cite that, and then that niche will come out. So there's plenty of information out there for Tesla lovers. So let me actually, by the way, which is a great time. So I'm gonna go and go to one of the charging places to do a supercharge. So with this, it's very easy actually. So all I gotta do is just like go to charge here, and then you can look at the charging station. I already know the one that I wanted to go to, and just hit charge, you know. So once you do that, it will calculate the route for you, and then it will start preconditioning your battery, guys. You know, it will start, and right now I can hear it. The battery have started to recondition, and what that does is like is heat up your coils for you, right? And it will hit your coils. So by the time you get to that place, you know, by the time you get to the charging station, and the one that I'm going to is the supercharger, you know, the V4 superchargers, right? Your battery's already been, your coils have already been heated, so it makes the charging really fast. I like that, you know. And same thing with your road trips also. You know, they have Tesla networks across the country. So if you're somebody who is going to travel with your Tesla across the country, you can actually just program, you know, when you put your GPS in from Seattle, West Coast to East Coast, if you're somebody who's going to drive that, and you can just put your GPS and then it will calculate like all your stops you need to do and where, and then from what state you're going to stop, and where are the superchargers located, and you can just put those address in. So for wherever location you go into, when it hits those areas, it will actually give you direction to go to those charging places, and then you can be able to charge your car whatever percentage you want it, and then from there, you know, you can continue on your journey until your next charging station. It's really, really easy. Well, at this journey, unless you're telling me that you're not a Tesla fan, I can understand. But to tell me that there is no charging and that's what scares you, that's out of the question. You know, now they have charging stations all over the country now, and that makes a big difference. You know, especially with Tesla, especially now that the amount of Teslas they're producing, they've really improved on the chargers now. And also sometimes you might be at a place that it's not necessarily Tesla charging station, like charging point. You know, sometimes I use that, and your Tesla comes with an adapter in your charger. You have to buy the charger, by the way. You have to, which I don't know why Tesla would do that. You buy the car for charging, but they don't give you the charger for free. You know, that's a slap in the face. It's like you buy a car, but then they said, no, you're gonna have to buy the cable too. So then you spend another extra $250 just to buy the charging cable, when they could have just given you that for free. You know, it's all good and well, because I know that they wanted to make their money and whatever. So that's part like one of the ways that they figure out they can make their money. So you can buy the $250, and that one comes with an adapter. Or no, that one doesn't come with an adapter. But however, when you buy the Tesla brand new, it comes with adapter. That's it. The small bitty adapter in a plastic bag. That's what it comes with. And then that one you can actually use it in case if you go outside of Tesla network. You can use that to adopt it. Like, let's say you go to charging ports and stuff. What you do is like you can use that extension, and you can connect it to your adapter that Tesla gave you, and you should be able to charge. And then maybe like you might download their app also. Another thing that I hated is like when you start this EV cars, you notice like you have a lot of other EV chargers apps, because every single one of them, they want to use their own instead of making like a universal one. Every one of them, you have to go and create your own account for every single one of them, and sometimes it can be a little bit annoying. But other than that, I mean, it's just like I don't have any complaint, with Tesla. You know, I mean, here. So I just made it here to the charging station, and maybe I might be here again for what, maybe 30 minutes. That's what it normally takes to charge, fully charging, you know. So I might be here for what, maybe 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and then after that, then I'm gonna head home. It's so funny, like I've driven this like back and forth, and it's still maintain its charge. It's like at 10% now, preconditioned, you know. And this, I've been driving for almost like what, guys, almost an hour or so. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. I hope to do this again with you guys sometimes. But like the video, subscribe to it, you know. Hit me up if there's any question that you guys have, for whether it's going to be subscription based, so just what do we talk about, whether it's subscription, or is it going to be for how to monetize your channel to get to the 4,000 hours. Or if you have general question about Tesla, just hit me up. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you like the video, just subscribe to it, hit the notification bell. Until then, I'll catch you later.